Okay, hello. Sorry, the look of confusion is because the stream deck is not showing things properly. See if I can fix that. Hello, fellow Star Voyagers. Hello, Rango. Close that. Okay. Checking. Checking. Find later. Close. Alright. Alright. My confusion becomes yours. Endless hours of reading wiki pages.
It's cool, everybody. I'm
Oh, sorry, I see a previous comment now, too. Well, hey, you and me both. But I'm glad you found something to sink your teeth into and mind. Hello, Sea Star. Happy almost day. You too. It's good to have something else to do, something to focus your mind on. Yes! I think we're gonna finish this today, finally. I didn't intend to drag it out, that wasn't the plan. Been very low on stamina lately. Been low on fuel. So... oh, I've had to pull the plug a few times here and there. Just trying to steer clear of complete breakdowns. The messenger. We are near the end of the game. I don't know if we are going to have half an hour left or 3 hours left. We went off on a quest line, which is when I decided to stop the other day. Because we had the option of going to join the deliberations, and I think that'll push us into endgame. We only had one other task. Outstanding. Find out what happened to Busi and Aeneas. And that led to something else. Meet with Aldrich. What happens if you finish the game early? We're gonna play some Horizon. We're gonna switch over to Horizon. We've got that NG Plus on Ultra Hard, which I started off stream to set up for the DLC, which we played, the Frozen Wilds. After we finished Frozen Wilds, we've got the whole game, the whole main game still ahead of us. So we'll spend maybe couple streams, few streams. Figure it's a decent way to spend the end of the year with one of my favorite games of the year. So that's what we're gonna do. That it also is born out of indecision. I don't have much of a plan for anything. I'm going 1 hour at a time right now, so that's an easy sell for me. I need to be in a happy place. I think that'll be a happy place. You may recall
Message coming in. Patching it through.
that Geralt managed to prove that the letter ordering Busi's convoy to change course had been forged. Needless to say, Baron Kimbolt was immensely pleased.
I am assuming direct control.
Hey, woo. Greetings all. Yeah, something like that. Something like that. So, needless to say, Baron Kimbolt was immensely pleased, for he was no longer suspected of being responsible for the disappearance of Foltest's bastard. The Baron, a sly fox, where politics was concerned, counterattacked immediately, providing our hero with the new lead. The Witcher was to intercept Count Maravel's messenger and strip him of whatever scrolls he was carrying. As Kimbolt told it, any letter would prove that its author was a Nilfgaardian collaborator and thus a traitor to Temeria. And this traitor could very well have orchestrated Busi's disappearance. Thus encouraged, Geralt directed his steps towards the fountain in Lochmuin's central square, where he was to meet Aldrich, one of Baron Kimbolt's spies. Who says, hey, everyone, hey.
Kingslayer.
Guys, just cheers, guys. Kingslayer. Well, let's see what all we're getting into.
Master Witcher.
What do you want?
My lord, the Right Honourable Count Maravel requests the pleasure of your company. He says it's urgent.
Seems like everything is these days. Tell the Count I'll think about it.
Well, that was a short meeting. Odrin, here, boy. No, they separated. We're still supposed to meet with Aldrich, but that guy, the messenger who ran up as our hero was delving into the mystery of the bastard's disappearance, he received a message from a man who could very well shed some light on the case. Count Maravel, a nobleman almost as influential as Baron Kimbolt, had dispatched a messenger to invite Geralt for a chat. As members of the Council of Regents, both Kimbolt and Maravel had been equally responsible for Busi and Aeneas after Foltest's death. Thus, talking to the Count could prove worthwhile. So these tied together. Find out what happened to them, then talk to Natalis. We're going to meet with Aldrich, one of Baron Kimbolt's spies. But a messenger ran up and said, no, go talk to Count Maravel. It may matter who we speak with first. We're here in the square, ready to meet with Aldrich. Gonna hear him out. If that locks us into something, so be it. If we still have the option of going to meet with Maravel, well, see what happens.
Aldrich, Baron Kimbolt said you'd point Hieronymus Lash out to me.
Perfect timing. Come with me.
See, this may lead somewhere and escalate and even lock us into a course of action. But, what do you think? Don't count on my brain to function. What do you think? If your brain's working, what do you think? Go meet with Maravel first, or go with this guy now? Look at those eyes. No takers? All right. Well, we're gonna go. Shit. Thanks, Jack.
He's a witcher, a kind of sorcerer.
Too late. Tales Marvel. Well, that worked out. Got my chalk. Talk to Aldrich. Okay, we've walked over here, the other side of the wall.
Where's Lash?
Can you tell me what's
Patience,
up now?
mate. They should be here any minute.
Sounds like a setup.
Yeah. I've done my bit. Up to you now.
Believe Maravel's messenger of the scrolls he's carrying. We're gonna aggro the whole place. Hey, Chief, brain working. You ask a lot. I know. It's a big ass.
He's got a tail. Stop him.
Stop there, White One.
What if I don't?
Then I'll fucking help you.
I'd like to see you try.
Consider it done.
They usually get back up because they were gonna get a first hit in. Thought he went the other way. Went over here. I am here to relieve you. not. Shall we converse? Damn it. Did it just bug out? It sure looks bugged. Buddy, give me the scrolls. Give me the cash. Game, please. Well, try reloading, saving and reloading the save. Sure. I guess yeah, we may as well try that. I was gonna just reload the last save. We may as well see what happens if we reload that save. Maybe he'll kick back in. You never know. It could happen. That was a good idea. Well, it seemed like a good idea. He's still broke. He's moving. Where's he going? Dude. Oh, okay. Just attack the guards. Hey. Well. Let's try that one.
He's a
You're here
witcher
for the
kind
soup?
of sorcerer.
Some awesome soup. Some awesome soup. Howdy, Bob. All right, it's gonna work this time. It's gonna work this time. It's gonna work this time. Aldrich.
Where's Lash? I've done my bit. Up to you now.
Okay. Okay. You gonna let me move? Good. See, if I bust my cover, it does a little cutscene, so I can't just run up and attack the messenger. See, it's cutscene, and then he runs off in that direction,
Stop
but ends
there,
up
white one.
in the other direction.
Then I'll fucking help you.
So if this just bugs out too badly, we'll just
Consider it
skip
done.
the quest line.
Oh, the telly!
So you saw him run off this way, right? Good. He's actually going this way this time. Yeah, you're gonna have to let me open the door. Really? No, wait. He just went back the other way.
That's the one. Kill him.
This is weird. Here he is again. How's it all so damn bugged? Can I ignore them? I don't want to die right this second. I need to find out if I can. No, I can't. That sucks. This is a really shitty script if that's what's supposed to happen, where he just runs off and he's invincible while you're fighting all the minions. Hey, Caro. Just dropping in to say hi. Glad you did. Hi to you. So that wasn't bugged. That was just silly. Seems like there's a quest trigger when you go through that door. We see him in the cutscene run through the door. It's loaded the other save. Let's watch him. Why is he going that way? Doesn't. Let's see if we can trigger that next part anyways. Even though he walked over there, let's see if going through here triggers what we just ran into. Because he's supposed to be over here. And it fucking does, because that's how broken this quest is. We just watched that same guy go walking off in another direction, but it doesn't matter. We need it to be here, and so it can still proceed. That's broken.
Die, dog!
No, it's not broken. It's sloppy. That's just sloppy.
Long live the Emperor!
Die, dog! Taste our steel!
Uh-oh. Geralt, get in there! Alright, let's just finish him off. I hate bad scripting. We're moving on. Yeah, if you take the cue from the cutscene and follow him through the door instead of looking at the mini map where his icon, one of those times it went on the other side of the door and then it snapped back behind us. I think he would have been standing there if we had walked back. If we had he would have gone. Oh, I can't process right now. I can't process anything, and that level of broken right there is too much for my fragile little mind.
Enough! You shall die, here and now.
Good, but I don't remember. Whoa. Well, that's gonna be interesting. Where did he go? When he doubles him up, getting away from him is tricky. Alright, what are we supposed to do with this clown? Hope he steps into a Yurden trap? Yeah, how do you suggest? Okay, whoa, I got him. Come on, move in there, clown! Fuck you! It did work. My God, it did work. You get him? Ooh. Count Marivol's correspondence. We did get something. Diagram for Claw. Wrap. Wounds and causes bleeding. Trap. Magnifying glass. Junk. Trinket. Falsified orders. And Maravel's letter to Shilliard Fitz Osterling. Your Excellency, I'm happy to report that Aeneas, Foltest's bastard daughter, has been handed over to the K-20s in Your Excellency's name, as per our arrangement. The girl is now under the Sorcerer Deathmold's care, and he appeared to be more than pleased with the gift. I trust that since I have concluded my end of the matter, I can now expect swift closure thereof of Your Excellency's part. Sadly, not all went as planned. Foltest's bastard son, Busi, perished through a series of unfortunate coincidences. Yet when dealing with such complex situations, rife with unforeseen circumstances, one must be prepared to risk certain losses. I mourn for the lad, yet I trust Your Excellency will see the advantages of this turn of events. Besides, can one really expect to cheat fate? Your Excellency's faithful servant, Count Maravel. Well. Good. Let's wait for everything to update. The beginning of the fight, I saw that there and I wanted to try and pick it up, but timing did not work out. The fight was under duress. Alright, nothing else updated. So. This hasn't changed. Talk to Count Marivel. I wonder if he will know about the fight we just had. If we go to speak with him, will he know that busted? We are so close. Yeah, we are. The deliberations. Oh, not yet. Not yet. Talk to Count Marivel. So where are we supposed to find Count Marivel? We flip a coin to see what happens to Letho. That is one way we could do it. First, let me remind you, if you remember, if you don't remember, if you weren't here, what happened last time. After the first fight with Letho, which granted took more than an hour this playthrough, it was a struggle for me. I don't remember how long the first struggle was 2 years ago, but it was bad enough that I was spoiling for a fight when we went in to meet Letho the second time. And I was surprised when he talked me out of it. Ended up having a drink, and one of the takeaways was that we owed him one too. Remember, we're on Roach's path this time. We owed him one, or 2, or 10. Nope. Just on hard. Hard enough for me right now. So, I don't see that logically I would want to change that. The only reason we're going to fight him, is just to fight him. He talked me out of it last time, and I don't see why it would be any different. We still owe him one at this point in the story. Oh well. Where are we going to find Marivel? First things first. Where are we going to find Marivel? I don't know where to go. And no vodka if we fight. And no vodka if we fight. Help me find Marivel, please. Didn't seem to say. He at the deliberations? Is that the only place we're going to find him? We've got no marker, and I didn't see a description in the journal about where he's to be found. Bought into, he should be the guy in the tent near Radovid. Okay, and Radovid's tent is where? On the northern part of Lochmuin? I have to look it up. Some tent before Radovid's. That may be accurate, but I don't know where Radovid's at. Northish. That's as close as I can get. Amount of vigor needed to block incoming blows can be reduced. Or I'm gonna actually use this in the final moments of the game, especially if we don't fight with Letho. Oh man. You wouldn't get an insta kill on Letho anyways, right? Never. Beating. Useful up in the training tree. Bigger regen during combat. Ability to throw daggers, equip some daggers. Alright. Throwaway point. Dr. Tosh. Greetings. How you doing? Could be over by Radovid. Huh. Does yeah, I didn't play through all of Final Fantasy X, only bits of it, only the beginning. That is kind of like a Final Fantasy tree.
Uh-oh.
Map. Use the cursor to point at stuff on the map? No. Radovid's not in the section to the south of me, right? He's north, maybe northwest of where I'm at. That sound about right? You're off to the gym? Well, thank you for popping up. You enjoy the day too. Good time at the gym. Well, I'm gonna go north and go exploring. I don't remember where Radovid's at. Right, now this gets us... pass through this way.
Wonder how many more.
Blue feet. I don't think we can go west from here. If I switch the journal to the deliberations, will that lead me towards where Radovid's at? Summit of Mages. Take me in the right direction. Did I do the Harpy quest yet? I haven't, not that I know of, and where did I not pick it up from? Help me out here. Put it all on the table.
Oh, be damned.
Find Felicia Corey, the woman in the square that told you about the wild hunt. I might know where she is. And the wiki says if you face north, then go east. So just go east from her. Might have been her. Yep, that's her. Face north and go east. So maybe inside this building, or maybe past it, but we can check inside the building first. First door across from her, so maybe this one. Gee, the strip mine area. So, the guy in the building at the top of the quarry, mine, whatever, with all the harpies, didn't give us a quest. Isn't that the person you're thinking of? We were there, but... we killed lots of harpies. But no, I don't think we did a quest there. Hey, bingo. Rodias. Nailed it. Count Marivel. There was no marker until we entered this building. Yeah, the breadcrumb quest to pick it up. I don't know if that was literal breadcrumb or figurative, but like which trail leads to that quest is what I took that as. He didn't want feathers. So when we got there, I got confused and I started asking, is the chicken quest, is that guy in the first game or the second game? And I think C-Star looked something up that was in the first game and I couldn't remember what was what. My life is a clusterfuck of confusion these days, so I'm not gonna think too hard about it. But if you know and you can spell it out like you would for a small child, lay it on me. We can go do something. You're just gonna have to deal with my being brain dead. Use Marivel. We could with the document we have. Are we supposed to? I'm not sure. I remember Brigida Paperbrock. Brigida sounds familiar.
Does the name Brigida Papabrock ring any bells?
Rings bells, sets off whistles. Why? I believe my loins have grown warm. Touch my plums, touch my plums.
Ew.
Excuse me.
Fruit witcher, especially fruit of the south. Tender, juicy, soft on the exterior. That's what I think of when you mention Dame Brigida. The woman is positively obsessed.
I was hoping for a straighter answer.
A man of your experience surely understands what I mean.
So you admit you know her well?
I know her, I have known her, and I expect I yet will, and I'm not alone in that. Though, mind you, I admire the woman. Her kind of ambition is rare among both genders.
Ever taken advantage of that? Ever asked her to run errands for you?
One must be careful with the ambitious. They are almost always running their own errands. Asking them to do yours simply invites them to use you. Baron Kimbolt learned that the hard way. But why ask me about the lass, here and now of all times and places? Surely, given your close allegiance and, no doubt, many a shared drinking binge, Commander Roach has told you all.
Commander Roach can be strangely discreet. What do you know?
I'm hardly one to tell another man's secrets.
Hardly.
Indulge me.
If you must know, the rascal Roach rogered our dear Brigida, just before he passed her off onto me, among others, with a purpose in mind, I suspect.
He'll be interested to hear what you had to say.
My, aren't we dutiful?
Brigida used Baron Kimbolt?
Continues to, I surmise.
To what end?
You cannot expect me to answer every little query that pops into your mind, Witcher. Fool, I find no other term for you. Did you think I would let you go with that information? I truly regret it had to end this way. Witcher? Witcher!
Forgive me, Count. I lost my train of thought. I'd like to talk.
What the shit? Had a vision of getting killed if he shared the information? Or what? Confusing. Sure, that makes sense to someone, just not to me.
What's so urgent, Count?
Etiquette is not your enemy, Witcher. It would not hurt you to embrace it at times. In any case, I could not help noticing you circulating in and out of Baron Kimbolt's quarters. Yet I wonder if you are fully aware of the kind of man you serve.
Yeah, you both suck.
He cuts a fine figure, doesn't he? The heavy cloak, the silver mane, the booming voice. Yet our worthy Baron is hardly the saint he makes himself out to be.
A lot of that going around recently.
I am in possession of certain information that might interest you.
And you want to share it because...
We come from different worlds, Witcher. On the surface, we are as unlike as wraiths and wyverns. Yet, no matter our preferences, culinary, political, erotic, ultimately we both are interested in and tirelessly seek one and the same thing: the truth.
Only a fool would disagree.
I saw through you immediately, Witcher. I'm content I was not mistaken. You are not the sole person to have repeatedly visited our kind-hearted Baron recently.
Doesn't seem strange to me, given the time and the place.
He has also had some more troublesome callers, blackmailers to be specific. Now, I'm not handing down any verdicts. Perhaps the Baron has some personal problems, in which case I would very much like to help him.
Get to the point, Count.
My people have learned where these blackmailers are encamped. I assume Baron Kimbolt has not been sitting on his hands and has also dispatched his huntsman to find them. A horrible man.
I know who you mean. Ran into him in Kimbolt's quarters.
Then you must also know that if you do not make haste, nothing will be left of our blackmailers, save some rotting corpses. I shall show you where they have their camp, and I merely ask that you learn what is at issue. Naturally, you can count on my gratitude, though we both know that is not the greatest reward.
I can't promise you anything, Count, but I'll think about it. Farewell.
Yep, done thinking about it. Fuck off. Let's go somewhere else. I don't like that guy. I don't want to talk to him ever again. Can't get out this way. Which door do I need? Meow. Meow.
It's a brazen attack.
Armor of Vicovaro. We get that. Did we get that? We gotta compare that to what we're wearing. Before we go anywhere, drop some stuff. There's gotta be a stack or two in here. Leather or something that weighs a lot besides just a couple pounds of harpy feathers. Iron ore, there's a chunk, 15, leather 9. Random Nilfgaardian swords we should sell. What'd you like most, Chi, about Origins? Beards?
Radovich sent them, you idiot!
You could pet the kitties. I never got that to work on the PC version, even after the whatever 05 patch or something. Never. I wanted to pet the kitties too. We are wearing. Okay, Zirael's armor. Maybe I did know we picked up something else. How did we not switch to it? 19 after putting in 1 mod. 40 vitality. Nice, but 30% resist, incineration, bleeding, poisoning. 15% reduction of damage from magic. Signs. This has Vero maximum load 45, poisoning bleed incineration 50, reduction of damage from magic 44. Okay, it lacks the vitality, but it's much better. Let's equip that. Scandalous. You can Petrus in yet though. These three didn't get it to work either. And trousers were wearing heavy leather, 6% resists, 1 armor. Nilfgaardian leathers have 20% incineration, 30% bleed resist, plus 2 armor. Boots were wearing superb Kedweni, 2% resists and plus 1 armor. Really similar. Number behind the text. 4%, 5. So yeah, just marginally better. We wear the Nilfgaardian boots. Sell those. Sell those. Still counts as a quest item. Doesn't weigh anything. Bank that.
Pull yourself together.
We might have some mods to put into it. What do we have? Put in our gear. On fire rune. Skith rune. Magic wrap. Plus 2 armor. Damage bonus on signs. 2 armor. Plus 1 vitality. Plus 1 vitality. Not gonna get superb mods. I mean, we're not gonna get a lot of vitality even if I focused on mods which had vitality. Let's drop that in. Damage bonus on signs. Steel plate. Or armor. I don't know who said they tried to kill a kitty in Origins. Apparently that does not end well. What a horrible, horrible thing to do. That's horrible. Vitality regen, duration, blade oils, chance of insta-kill. That's what's on our steel. And our silver has bleed, wraith damage, insta-kill, adrenaline generation. So neither of them right now has fire. We only have one of those. 10% chance of incineration. I would have loved to stack on the earlier swords we had. We're not using them because they don't have enough damage. But they had nice dots, and we can't really stack dots with what we've got. Sword upgrade, damage bonus on signs. Upgrade vitality. Good. That. Sunrune. Great damage. I wish we had more stuff. Maybe we could buy some. Maybe somebody standing in the vicinity has some cool mods that we could make or buy. Thank you, Banard. What do you have? What do we have diagrams for? Elder blood gear. Huh. And we could make those. Trousers. What do we need? Hardened leather. Got cloth in the bank. More hardened leather. More hardened leather. Let's see what he's got. Has hardened leather he can sell us. Might have better mods he can sell us. Silver ore. Brand armor enhancement. Well, so much for that. finished modding the armor. Okay. I think anyone else here would have any interesting mods. He had some weird stuff. Just alchemy. Diagram. She's the diagram for hardened leather, though. By that, see if we have what we need to make it studded leather. Leather. Will. Roll top. Oh.
No more. It's not.
Hardened leather would require leather and oil. Let's get our leather and oil out of bank.
Your lecturer's body.
Hey!
But not one sort.
This would never happen if...
And cloth. Think we have enough cloth.
And if Grandma had a moustache, she'd be a catfish.
The other.
Grandma had a mustache, she'd be a catfish. Craft me an item. Hardened leather. Enough now. Elder blood boots. Needed. I need hard. It needed regular leather. What? Why did I make the hardened leather? Mask. Gauntlets. Trousers. That he can craft, we could craft the needed the stuff I don't have. If we wanted to make that armor, which, yeah, whatever, we just doctored up a different set. Sword. Water traps. Make a few of those, I guess. Migration. I have no idea why I thought we needed to make hard leather. Pairs of elder blood boots. I know I've lost it, but really? We didn't already have elder blood gauntlets, did we? Where'd it go? Oh, I made two. Making the trousers. Yeah, don't mind me. I don't know what. But... So we ended up with boots, trousers, and an extra pair of boots. We still need to make the gauntlets. Cool. Hey! Those look cool. Excellent. I didn't see any runes. He didn't have any runes. She didn't have any runes. Not the bard. Bard has any runes.
Hey there.
Not the bard. Incredible Lockhart, what do you have? There's diagrams for runes. We could make our own runes. Fire rune. Requires essence of water, elemental stone, and Andrega's saliva. We might only be able to make one, but why not? At least we could stack 2 fire runes and 1 sword and have a 20% incineration
Shut
It's
up,
the
chance.
albino
and
again.
crystal ball.
Fire rune. We have more elemental stone in the bank. But we need a lot of Andrega saliva, and that might be all that we have. Probably only making 1. Anyways. Gives us 2 fire runes. Just have to decide which sword to put them in. Silver's got a nice bleed on it already. Steel sword doesn't have a dot. Let's put a dot. Fire runes. Both on steel. Okay, steel sword now has a 20% incineration chance and adds 40% resist to incineration. We want to put on... Stack that bleed like crazy. 8% for an Iskith rune. And this already has a 30% bleed. Can we make a couple more of those? I know we don't really need to do any of this. We could finish the game without touching any of this. I'm just having fun with it. Earth rune, vitality. Fire, elemental stone, essence of water, and Necker hearts. I think we have Necker hearts in the bank. Bet you we do. Hope we do. Elemental stone we have in the bank, essence of water. In some cases. Yeah. Necker hearts and elemental stone.
Where is Philippa?
Necker hearts. Yep.
She should pull down his pants and give him a thrashing in front of all those knights.
May the triple goddess watch over you.
G'day. Hello. How you doing? Go. Past it. There it is. 2 of those. Alright. Thing now has a 54% bleed chance. Adrenaline generation, chance of insta-kill. Our steel has fire. Our armor's all decked out, right? We got some stuff in it, even if it's not armor. What are we wearing for trophies? It says, yo, chat. What are we doing, city? Use armor 4 for Harpy. And we've got Draug, +5 and vitality.
Witcher. It's a brazen attack.
Dropping the heavies off. The extra pair of Elder Blood boots. I'm glad you could pop up. Say hi. Sorry about the stuff going on. Things going on. Family's never easy either. I hope things go well. Enough. Sort out. Get through it okay. You and the family. Don't have much time to hang around. Good luck with all of that. We'll be here. We'll be here. I'm trying to duct tape myself together so and continue to be here. I'll be here when you get back. Can't throw the daggers. Why carry them? Odrin. Yeah, boy. Drop the swallow off. Right then.
Radovid, send them, you idiot!
The audacity!
Pull yourself together!
Bring the deliberations.
Leave the royal courts. Pour venom into rulers. No more.
Jacques de Eldersburg. Alvin? Jacques de Eldersburg? Alvin?
Constable John Natalis.
Really?
Intense,
you
John
know,
Natalis.
Alvin the Source Child? His name Alvin?
Even the Nilfgaardians have graced us with their presence.
Your Excellency knows well that our libertines and eccentrics.
My dear Councillor, northern business should truly remain northern. No extravagance excuses Shillard's presence.
Forgive me, Excellency, but
Either I didn't
must
know that or I
disagree.
need a major
Let us be
refresher.
realists.
What the hell
The
happened to
Emperor would learn
Alvin?
of every
He's
word
Jacques de
spoken here
Eldersburg.
anyway. Knowing that, our hosts have moved forward with their famous hospitality.
Well, Triss, what do you think?
We're about to witness a great event.
Are we? Let's go!
Yeah, I can't wait. Let's go inside.
Gerald sounds
It's
excited.
now or never.
In recent weeks, we have deliberated extensively in Vizima on who is to succeed to the Temerian throne. Because the fate of Foltest's last child remains unknown, we could not reach an agreement. Unable to reconcile the interests of the esteemed Temerian houses, we have no choice but to divide the country into provinces along the barony's current borders.
This cannot be, John Natalis. Temeria stands between Nilfgaard and the north. It must be a strong and united realm.
I, too, would wish it so, Your Majesty. But when Foltest was cut down by an assassin, the country's very heart burst.
I have learned that Anais Lavalette is currently in the hands of the sorcerer Deathmold.
Clearly you have yet to learn of the slaughter that occurred today in the Kedweni camp, King Radovid.
Yet there is hope if the child lives.
I shall do everything in my power to find her. Simultaneously, I wish to announce that the commander of the Temerian Special Forces, one Vernon Roach, is officially a wanted man. All privileges appertaining to him as an officer of the realm are hereby repealed.
To the matter at hand. The document describing the charter of the Council and the Conclave is, as previously ascertained, an exact copy of the charter found in the ruins on Thanet Island. The more important question relates to the Conclave and its power to designate royal advisors. Today, randomly chosen mages and sorceresses reside at many courts. However, in the time of the previous conclave, such persons were carefully chosen.
Why shouldn't we pick our own advisors?
These individuals bear great responsibility, Your Majesty. The conclave needs to be certain they are competent.
And that they will keep the conclave's interests in mind.
Obviously, sire. The conclave's chief interest is the well-being and prosperity of the northern kingdoms. The document has been signed by every member of the conclave we have proposed, as well as by all but one of the designated advisors. We await only Sheila de Tanserville's signature.
Without our royal seals, you should be allowed to designate advisors to cowherds at most.
That is true, Your Majesty.
Sheila de Tanserville should never be allowed to sign this document.
Triss Merigold, you decided to join us after all.
De Tanserville has royal blood on her hands. She can't sit on the conclave.
That is a lie.
Have you anything to support these claims, Merigold?
There are witnesses who will confirm that Sheila de Tanserville was behind the assassinations of Demavend and Foltest.
Officials of the future council and conclave. Sheila de Tanserville should be arrested and tried. If Triss Merigold speaks the truth, Lady de Tanserville will be condemned to death.
Don't worry, she'll live on as a Gwent card.
Sheila de Tanserville, until Triss Merigold's charges are dismissed or refuted, you cannot sit on the conclave.
Arrest her.
You don't know the whole truth. Merigold doesn't know what she's talking about.
What is it? Dragons? Magic doesn't have the power to manipulate fire. I can't possibly pass the fire. Beat the dragon. Broad strokes, this is familiar. Details, all lost. So if you see me go astray or missing the point of something here, please just clue me in. I don't want to bang my head on the wall here for no reason. If I run past someplace I need to go, completely miss the core mechanic, you can say, and it's all good. Just looking around here too. I think we need to go the other way. I'm deliberately going the wrong way. I think we need to go this way. Just fight the dragon in the tower, that's all.
Turn back while you can, Witcher.
Yeah, I just remember it being gimmicky somehow, and depending on how gimmicky.
Not you, not anyone else.
Just as soon not wrestle with. Now, what's the gimmick?
If I have to, I will kill you.
Already managed to stabilize the portal.
You've got nowhere to run. Sooner or later, somebody
Good
will
eyes,
find
I've
I
not
prefer
played
to
this
leave on my own terms.
Roach side. I don't know
Where's
what
Letho?
Sir
decisions
Sempronius
are
will tend to
coming, or-
him, as she will to all the fools who get a hard-on at the mere thought of burning a sorceress at the stake.
Where is he?
I don't know, fool. I've been looking for him since Foltest's assassination. Letho cheated all of us. We were deceived by his dull face and sluggish stare. Don't you understand? The Lodge sought a way to get rid of Demavend, that's true. He was a weak, volatile king. Edirn would eventually choke to death under his rule. We chose the lesser evil. He had to be eliminated, and Letho happened to be at hand.
Foltest? Henselt?
We had nothing to do with that. After assassinating Demavend, Letho used our gold and magical support to find and meet Yorveth. The elf was to help him hide until the matter blew over, or so I thought. The Lodge did not condemn Foltest to die.
Then who did?
Nilfgaard. Letho is the king of liars and emperor of traitors. From the start, he worked for the glory of the great sun and the white flame dancing on the graves of his foes. He lied to everyone. Me, Yorveth, your stupid little Triss, and you.
Got any evidence?
A moment ago, I received a message from the Lodge's agent in Sintra. The Imperial Army is on the move. They're fording the Yaruga now. Do you think the North can defend itself in the current situation? And can you count on another miracle at Brenna?
I don't know, but you made it all possible and you'll answer for that. The stigma of treason is yours for all time.
We shall see. For no one will leave this city alive. No one will tell this story. Philippa controls the dragon. As soon as I disappear, it will turn the city into a flaming tomb.
The dragon attacked Foltest's troops during the siege of Lavalette Castle. That hardly supports your tale.
We did not control it then. We may have lost a battle, but the war is just beginning. You, however, shall not take part in it. This is your end, Witcher. Farewell!
But I ask you killing Philippa, or don't remove the crystal, let her blow up. I don't remember any of these things. I don't have answers. That is Sheila. Mentioned Philippa being in control of the dragon. We've hardly seen Philippa this playthrough. No Philippa in the dungeon, no eyes, no, so I don't know. I'm lost on this roach path. I'm just playing along. None of it feels very well motivated to me. If we ever play this again, we're definitely going back on Yorvith's path, which made more sense and had more, I don't know. The Fergan stuff, I kind of miss it. I feel like we spent a large chunk of this game in a dark, murky camp for no good reason. So, I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know what we're going to run into, have choices. Oh shit, sorry, Sheila, not Philippa. And let her blow up. I don't know under what circumstances she would blow up. Removing the crystal, huh? But I am ambivalent. Move it, she lives, don't remove, she blows up.
Something's not right! The diamond! Someone replace the diamond! This one's flawed, I'll be torn to bits! Geralt, remove it!
No, I don't think so. Did we replace that the other day? Wait for it!
Remove the diamond, I'll give you anything you want!
No, I don't think so.
No!
Yeah, try buying off someone who don't give a shit. Good luck. Bye-bye, Sheila. We'll see you in the Gwent card game.
Guess they'll never learn.
And we don't have any regen up right now, so this is not likely to go so well. Try and avoid all the dragon's hits. That'll probably take some additional attempts. They're gonna move. All he had to do was poke us one more time. The initial flame and swipes were just too much. Let's see where it drops us. turns into jam. Raspberry. This is actually cannot be performed here. Yeah, it's not surprising. Come on, get that Quinn up.
Damn it.
Watch out for the swipes and the fire. Get out of there. Quinn is still up. More fire. Nasty swipes. More Quinn. More fire. Get out of there. Game saved! This is a great place to meditate. No, really, this is a great place to meditate. Don't fall asleep. Yeah, wake up. Roll off the bed. Can't drop a save, but I can do that, so it's something. Oopsie daisy. Oh, fuck. Remember what it's going to do.
Shit, you stink.
Ow. Could have taken that dagger skill. You don't like the alchemy in this one? Gee. There it is. You can't see it. One of my dog's hairs itching. Yeah, I mean, what is that? Bombs? We could make some. I guess we could make some bombs. What do we have? Fire probably wouldn't do so well. Grape shot, just raw damage. Our sword is gonna... No, there's no way we are having enough bombs to do anything. Forget that. Silly idea. Kinda wish I could save after taking those. Such luck. Try to avoid that damage. Coming up.
You stink.
Okay, since I got spam the Quinn. Nice. Can we trap tap it with Yrden? Oh, that's some bullshit that I have to hit it in the head and it doesn't even count if I'm hitting it in the chest. Do something. Make it go fit, fit, fit. Make a sound like it's armor plating. I don't care. Don't make the dragon non-existent in the chest area. Tips for the dragon. Do we put down a Yrden where it might pop up and stun it when its head comes up? Right. So it went right through it. It didn't care. Any tips on the dragon? Because that's some bullshit. How can I attack it if I can't actually use my sword in contact with its body? Heavy strike twice after it's attacked. Dodge by rolling. Okay, heavy strike twice. Dodge by rolling. We'll try that. Wait for the dragon to attack. I'm not sure that that counts, but that would have been the attack. Somehow avoid that attack with the roll, take 2 heavy swipes, and then get out of there. I think that's the swipe attack is the one it's referring to. Shield yourself with Gwen, use heavy strike twice after the dragon is attacked. Igni strategy, if running assigned damage intensity, we don't have any points in any of that. Safely damage the dragon at range. Only need to dodge when it's a vigor regen. Those are the only 2 strategies. Haha. Alright. Well. We could use the Igni strategy, but it's going to take forever. Same principle would apply. We'll just do minuscule damage. Yeah, and then there's that. I don't think this is helping too much. The swallow helps a little bit. Yeah, I don't like the options. How little damage Igni does. We don't have much range on it either, so we have to get close enough that we'd probably get swiped. I don't know if that even did any perceivable damage. I can get 1 strong attack in. Oh, that sucks. Alright, with Quen up, that wouldn't have been as bad. You're just gonna have to Quen and do. I'll get better at rolling after 10 more deaths. Oh, nice grab. That was cool. I like his tail. I don't like his tail. No! I hate the tail! Dragon should figure out that all he needs to do is hit me with the tail. Okay. Yeah, you know what? Geralt doesn't know that that's Saskia. The dragon is Saskia. Saskia, the dragon slayer, is become a dragon. Geralt doesn't know that. And ordinarily, Witchers don't kill dragons. Intelligent creatures that they are. Playthrough's a little bit different, isn't it? I'm sure we let her live 2 years ago. Did we not? Maybe we put her out of her misery. This is almost a mercy killing. Whether Geralt knows it or not. That looked horrible.
A list of the Lodge's sorceresses.
A list of the whores you'll help us find. What's going on here?
Epilogue. Hi, Triss.
Are you all right?
More or less.
And the dragon?
I had to kill it, unfortunately.
Unfortunately?
Philippa enslaved the dragon with her magic. If I'd let it live, we'd surely find it serving the Lodge of Sorceresses. Many more would have died. Before the sorceresses broke the creature's will, it was noble and beautiful in its own way. But I'm dead tired of having to choose the lesser evil.
Let's get out of here.
I hear that,
I guess
Geralt.
Letho got away.
He's waiting for you.
Waiting?
Where the Temerians made camp. Come on.
What do you mean, waiting?
What do you mean, waiting? How do you know?
Utter chaos broke out after the dragon attacked. I tried to reach Philippa's quarters. A terrified man approached me in one of the alleys, gave me a letter and begged me not to harm him. He said it was for you. The letter was short. I'm waiting in the Temerian camp. Letho.
What happened here while I was gone?
All the kings had many more armed men than they should have had at a peace summit. During the evacuation, several skirmishes broke out. The Kedwenis clashed with the Temerians. The Order's knights raped 2 sorceresses and killed those who dared try to help them.
Do you think the Council and Conclave will survive?
Well, they're established, and that's the only thing that prevented a wholesale massacre. Hard to say if they'll survive, but for the time being, no one's got any better ideas. Mages are part of this world, whether people like it or not. They have to have their rights, their place. Otherwise, another lodge will arise.
Hit another level. We did. Because it totally matters now. I don't think we're going to fight Letho. I don't think we are. I'm suddenly possessed. Could have done that a long time ago. I think that gets us a 3rd unit of vigor. Why didn't I do that a long time ago? Yeah, it's been a muddied playthrough. I don't know about this roach path. It's not as interesting, I think. I feel like we missed chunks of the game that while I don't remember clearly, I sort of remember them, and I feel like we missed them this time.
Vernon Roach, step away from the child. She's of royal blood. Temerian. Too good for you, Horsons. You're an outlaw, wanted in all the north. Hand over the child and perhaps the king will show you mercy. I piss on Kedweni mercy.
Roach!
Triss! We can't let them have her! This is Foltest's daughter! I've heard enough. Grab them!
Where's my fire? You're old. That guy was not blocking!
I failed. Deathmold got away. Thanks, Geralt.
Triss needed my help. You know that. The Nilfgaardians outwitted us all.
What are you talking about?
They kidnapped Triss. The Emperor dispatched the Kingslayers using the Lodge as a decoy, all in order to breed chaos in the northern kingdoms.
Temeria is lost. The Barons will pick it apart into bits.
It's not lost. Temeria will be reunited. Get the child out of here. Take her far away. Far from the kings, their courts, and their wars. One day, she'll reclaim her heritage.
Yes.
What about you, Geralt?
I'm going after the Kingslayer.
A man of his word.
It's personal now.
Farewell then, White Wolf. I trust we'll meet again in better times.
Farewell, Roach.
She's only this tall, and the battle took place above that.
Where's Yorvith? How is Yorvith?
Proud,
You have
I
to be
think.
at least this
The
tall to
reward
die
his
on
head
this
has never
ride.
been greater. Those seeking him, the Scoia'tael hunters, will be reinforced. The special forces throughout the north will receive more resources. The Council and the Conclave are assigning several mages to the task. Yorvith is now public enemy #1. They won't rest until they find him.
Check out the vines. Isn't that awesome? The only thing missing is having him come out and smack you.
This is no place for witches. Though I know you and you appear wherever something important happens.
True, though sometimes by accident.
And this time, also a coincidence?
Let's say I have something to take care of.
In that case, hurry. Once we're done cleaning up this mess created by the Royal Soldiery, Loch Muin will be magically sealed.
Getting out of here?
Temporarily. We shall return soon enough to rebuild the city. Loch Muin will regain its former glory. Until that time, we need to keep the treasure hunters and troublemakers out.
So Radovid trusts you?
We shall win His Royal Majesty's trust by delivering Sheila de Tanserville and the other traitresses from the Lodge.
De Tanserville will be a problem.
Admittedly, Sheila can be slippery as an asp, but we'll find her.
You don't get it, Carduin. Sheila de Tanserville's dead, killed by an unstable portal.
Shame. She was to be charged and tried. She would have been convicted of her crimes.
Why does it sound like she was convicted before standing trial?
It would have been a formality, true, and at once a warning to other sorceresses.
Seems to me she led you down the garden path.
Forgive me, I must attend to some matters. And don't dawdle, the city will be sealed in 1 hour.
Ooh, Trek. There he is. Hope he's got some vodka. I don't think I brought any.
There he is.
Wait for me.
Geralt.
This is between me and him.
You don't have to.
I do. He knows how I lost my memory. Wait for me at the city gate. If I'm not there within the hour, leave without me.
So we rolled in here 2 years ago and I was spoiling for a fight. See how well he talks me out of it this time.
Took you a while?
Is that bauble from Sheila's megascope?
Mm-hmm. My final prank. I switched the diamonds.
High five!
The one in the megascope has a flaw. Minute. But just large enough to warp the teleport. The Emperor's magic theorists assured me the effect would be spectacular.
Raspberry jam.
Good. Had she lived, she would have suffered more intensely and much longer. She helped me quite a bit, through naivety and pride. I would not have gotten far without her.
So, ready to lay your cards out on the table?
No matter the game, there comes a point when all the players need to show their cards. I love that moment. But first... vodka.
Vodka.
I suppose my throat's a little dry.
In that case, let's drink to old friendships.
Good start, right?
Recovered your memory yet?
Not entirely.
Remember how we first met?
Yeah, I saved your life. Couldn't think of a nicer way to pay me back.
Frankly, I couldn't. I mean, taking care of another man's woman, Yennefer. I can't fathom what you saw in her, but I suppose there's no accounting for taste.
The winter solstice, 1270. Midinvern, the night of magic. Letho wasn't lying, the hunt had stopped. At the Hanged Man's Tree, the spectral riders selected from among those they had taken. Yennefer was among them. A wraith cannot be killed, only driven away. Every Witcher knows that. Yet the riders fell beneath the blows of our Witcher's blades. Crimson blood flowed from under their dead men's armor. We could not kill them all. They were simply too many. A stalemate. He was different from all other elves. There was no shame in his gaze. He had never suffered persecution. He had endured no massacres. Humans had not taken his land. This elf was not of this world. He was an invader. We struck a deal. My soul for that of Yennefer. He agreed, without hesitation.
Back with me, friend. Got the feeling you left for a minute.
Memories. I remember the Hanged Man's Tree and the Wild Hunt. I remember the exchange. Me for Yennefer.
So, cards out on the table. Unless you chase me all that way just to kill me.
I chased you for lots of reasons. You owe me some explanations to start with.
Let's say I do.
Be the option at the top. Let's finish this. Tempting. Always there and tempting. Letho knows things. I want to know things. Geralt needs to know things.
Tell me about Yennefer. What happened after I departed?
She was feverish for several days. Delirious. In agony. We thought that was it. She was on her way out. Somehow she recovered. But even then she was disoriented. Amnesia like you.
What then?
Well, the woman turned out to be quite a character. Throwing temper tantrums. Trying to seduce orcs. Trying to drive a wedge between us. After you so nobly sacrificed yourself, we thought it'd be dumb just to leave her somewhere. She wouldn't have survived more than a month. The whims and vigor of a duchess, but she was just a sorceress with no memory. We were in the heart of the Empire. And as I'm sure you know, Geralt, in Nilfgaard, mages who behave like that either drop their bad habits quickly, or are drawn and quartered by horses in the middle of Victory Square.
So I heard.
So we set out, wandered through the provinces. Everywhere we went, she got in trouble and we pulled her out. And then one day they captured us. The Imperial Secret Police. Me, AoK, Serret, and Yennefer.
Imperial Secret Police?
Mm-hmm. We were separated, and they questioned us. Long and thoroughly, but it was uneventful, no violence. That's how I met Vatia de Rideau, and a couple of weeks later, the Emperor himself. Me. A simple witcher.
What happened to Yennefer?
I don't know. Never saw her again. The Emperor offered me a mission in the northern kingdoms. As for Yennefer, I had the feeling she was somehow important to Emir. As I see it, they learned of the Lodge from her. Those Imperial spooks have their ways. All I heard is that Vatir had his men watch Yennefer closely throughout the time she was at the palace. Then we went off to slay the kings of the north. That's where my knowledge ends.
So she's in the Empire.
She was when I left.
So there's one. For all Geralt has forgotten. Sacrificed himself to save Yennefer, and only with Letho's help was Yennefer saved. We owe him for that.
How did you know where we'd find the Wild Hunt?
Every Witcher who wears the Viper around his neck knows the place. We had so many books and scrolls about the hunt that I used to think our school was founded for the very purpose of solving the riddle of the Spectral Riders.
Know who they are? You know the true identities of the Riders?
From what I understand, they're some damn elven race. But they turned out to be a big ruse. The legendary Omen of War proved to be a fairground attraction.
No Market Square mage could possibly conjure up a cavalcade of wraiths speeding across the sky. Then there's the amnesia. No, there's something more, I assure you.
Go ahead, enlighten me. I can tell you want to.
There are a lot of legends and myths about it, but the Wild Hunt is a fact. I've fought and killed many of its wraiths. They were spectral emanations, the avatars of real riders. The riders we ran into by the Hanged Man's Tree.
Are you telling me you were carried off by elves? Real material sons of bitches like the ordinary kind we deal with in this world?
They may be ordinary in their world, but they're strangers in ours. The conjunction of spheres, another theory. Do you know how monsters appeared in our world?
There's not a Witcher who doesn't know that.
So you know there are other spheres. The most powerful of our mages can open passages between these worlds, and they usually do that to summon the monsters we then have to hunt. The elves we saw come from another world, and they weren't summoned. They found the way on their own. It's not exactly easy, so they usually send their spectral emanations. They come in person on special missions.
As they did for you and Yennefer. So, elves from another world and their trained wraiths. What do they want from you?
I've got an idea, but that's not your concern. How did a Witcher agree to kill humans at another human's bidding?
At the Emperor's bidding, Geralt. And he's no ordinary human. The rulers of the North come up to about where his Pauline's end.
Why?
Simple. He promised to rebuild the School of the Viper, the Witcher's order where I came to be. Witcher's schools in the south fell into ruin long ago, and Witchers themselves became internal exiles, banned from entering most cities. Besides Seret and Ox, I know of 2 other Witchers of the School of the Viper who should be alive and on the path. I don't know where they are. Haven't seen them for years. Now they can come out of hiding. They can come home.
Why are you still here? Why did you wait for me this time?
I knew you wouldn't give up. I knew you'd pursue me. And I don't aim to hide anymore. Fact is, only you know the truth about me. Well, and a couple of folks whose word isn't worth spit anymore. I never saw you as a foe. I want to go my way, but if I have to fight you first, so be it. This story ends here and now.
Care to tell me what it was all about?
Kill as many rulers as we could. Lay the blame on the sorceresses. Breed chaos. Prepare the North. Soften it before the invasion. And you know what's incredible? We could not have imagined more fertile soil. No matter what the war's outcome, the Northern monarchs will accuse one another. Pursue their God-given rights. Seek vengeance and be at each other's throats for years to come. The North resembles a whorehouse on fire, as your friend Dandelion would say.
I'm done talking. Let's finish this.
fight?
Any vodka left in that bottle?
A swig apiece. Here. The Imperial Army is probably crossing the Yaruga as we speak. Pure pandemonium will ensue. The North's finished. Time to go south, where the good life awaits.
You're a fool, Letho. Both you and your Emperor are forgetting one thing. Misfortune brings people together. Very shortly, the North could be united like never before, thanks to you. But that's just not my concern anymore.
I'm not your foe. I never was. Let me walk away and I will. You'll never see me again.
Oh, but?
Force me to fight. And this time I'll kill you.
Until we meet again, Letho. And we will meet again. One day I will call upon you to perform a service. And that day may never come.
I've learned all I wanted to know. I can feel the memories coming back. Your death won't change a thing. Go where you will.
Just like that. No threats. No words of wisdom.
You going or not?
Farewell, Geralt.
Well, Triss. I think you can wash up now.
The Witcher had traveled far and wide in search of the Kingslayers. In Flotsam, he slew Bernard Laredo, but few mourned for the Commandant. Flotsam remained Temerian, while command of the garrison and town went to a Vizima noble, a sworn enemy of Kedwen and an avid angler. To this day, folk gather round bonfires in Lobenden to hear of the Witcher's deeds. The Witcher witnessed a great Kedweni victory in Edirn. At Vergen, Henselt's army crushed Saskia the Dragonslayer's motley force, ending the springtime of races. Soldiers of the Unicorn swarmed over the Pontar Valley. As it had before, powerful Kedwen swallowed Upper Edirn whole.
No!
Yet subsequent events would render Henselt's triumph short-lived.
Hanging some of our favorite dwarves.
After Foltest's death, Temeria's neighbors began to vie for the glittering prize that was the realm's throne. Yet the murders of first Demavend, then Henselt, forced them to look to their own problems. Temeria fell prey to its power-hungry barons. But Vernon Roche held a light of hope for the dying realm, and he tucked it away in a place safe and still to await better times. Years before, Geralt of Rivia had witnessed the fall of the Council and Conclave of Mages. The summit in Loch Muin re-established both bodies, their founders sacrificing Sheila de Tanzerville and her accomplices. Yet Radovid also required humility and loyalty from the proud mages, but this did not sit well with all of them. It was a time of great uncertainty, of rape accomplished by royal decree. Yet as troubled as the days seemed, we, who had in some way shaped the world's fate, finally received some respite. Zoltan resumed the quest for his beloved's hand, and I laid my head in the laps of the muses. Who could have known this tempest which had ravaged the north was but a harbinger of darker days?
Somebody has a
and
happy
the
ending.
preamble to an entirely new tale of Geralt of Rivia.
Keeping it classy, Dandelion. View the credits to see the game ending. Did you see that? But we would watch the credits anyways. Isn't that a great... the art style that was used in many of the cutscenes and is used again here. I do so like it. Overall, this not only a good game, people remember it to be, but was stronger in some areas than I remembered it being. Third act's a little weak, and the narrative is complicated, at least for me. The storytelling is much more effective in the third game. But this has so much going for it. What an excellent telling of a Witcher tale. Even if a lot of it goes by me without scrutiny. Hey, Wombat. Welcome. We're gonna keep playing today. We're gonna move over to Horizon after the credits roll and after a break. This art reminds you of Darkest Dungeon. Yeah. CDPR put a lot of work into creating a moddable game with Assassins of Kings. There are full-fledged mod tools available. For Wild Hunt, they did something more contained. No full-fledged mod anything tools, but more limited ability to mod the game. If only we had that full-fledged mod tool set for the third game, imagine what people would be coming up with. Which path would you play in a third playthrough? Definitely Yorvith's path. I thought Roach's path was pretty dull compared to Yorvith's path. I mean, we didn't get any of the stuff in Vergen. We didn't get to see hardly anything of Philippa. She's a great character, even if you hate her. She's a great character. Yeah, that's in terms of my own personal inclinations, I probably would have leaned that way. Squayato. It would mod it like an Elder Scrolls game. Yeah, we'd have all the weird stuff too, but and campaigns, to have full-fledged campaigns made by players with large scale asset replacement additions. That, I mean, that would be great with the more recent engine. I thought this played pretty well. Even the combat feels pretty good. It's rough. It's an unpolished version of what we eventually got in Wild Hunt. It feels like the precursor to that. Because it is. So you can kind of see where things are going. It just doesn't work as well. Geralt's lead foot, glue foot, and he just doesn't want to move sometimes. Whatever mishmash of inputs causes that, that's troublesome. And the dodge was a great addition to swordplay. Not just rolling, but being able to... That completely changed it. The alchemy was... Yeah, I don't really like the having to meditate to consume potions. But having to stop at a campfire in the first game was hardly better. They finally got something comfortable for me in the third game. Being able to consume food and potions in combat makes sense to me. It's just a... Where are we even in The Witcher 3? So the no HUD playthrough is... That's a good question. Where are we? Sorry, I guess we'll find out when we get back to it. Gee, are you talking about this game or the third? I have to admit you found the melee combat pretty clunky at low levels, enough so that you modded the game to give 2 points per level. It's a lot more fun that way, able to get into signs a lot more. CDPR, we would like to extend a hearty thank you to our wives, husbands, significant others, and children, large and small, in brief to all our loved ones, for the patience they showed and the support they provided throughout the time we worked on The Witcher 2. This game is likewise your achievement. This game. 2 points per level, so you can do more fun stuff. Yeah, we made... What level did we end at? 32? 30, 31, 32. And we had training and swordsmanship, and that was it. We didn't have anything else. We would have had to spread pretty thin to get anything from signs or alchemy. Another good track. I really like this track. So we're gonna take a good break after the credits roll. We'll switch over to Horizon. Not sure how long we'll play for tonight. I shortened the stream on the schedule, a few of them. Again, I've been having stamina and energy issues, and we'll see. But at least a couple hours would be fun. And then we'll be playing Horizon tomorrow and Saturday. We're not aiming to finish the NG Plus in the next few days, just sink some time in. Kind of like we'll be getting back to Geralt in that playthrough. Figure we'll drop in, spend a few days with Aloy, do something else, and we'll be back again. I don't have any plans yet for the new year, for this stream, or other, but I mean for this stream. I don't have any particular plans. So if you're wondering what's going to be happening after New Year's, I don't know. We'll be here. I'll be here. We'll be doing something. I don't know what yet. Boss dragon model. Hey, Chi, you know what? So you're saying you were never able to finish the tutorial at the beginning of the game. It always crashed hard on you. I remembered having trouble with the tutorial and not being able to complete it when we played this 2 years ago. Couldn't remember why. We got through the tutorial this time, and where I got stuck, and I think it was the same thing before. Figured it out this time. It was the game's lack of instructions on how the riposte worked. Vigor needing to be completely recharged and full before the icon would trigger on the enemy when it's telling you to repost an enemy attack, parry and repost. You need the right timing and the right icon, and it only showed up under the right circumstances, and the tutorial did not make that clear. So between chat, we were all stumped and ended up Googling until finally, buried within a thread, someone said, oh yeah, just make sure your vigor is fully recharged and the icon should kick over. I'm guessing that's not what you ran into, but I remember the tutorial being buggy, and I think in my case it never actually bugged out. It was just obscure details that were not well conveyed to the player. Planning to stream on New Year's Eve. Not planning to, but who knows? Ugh. It never just bugged, the game just died? Yeah, okay. I don't think we had a hard crash back in 2015, but really couldn't remember what went wrong. All I know is we never made it through the tutorial back then. There goes our pretty song. Here we go again. So are there any variations on endings for Assassins of Kings? Are there a few main endings and then many variations? How does that work? Well, the credits are still rolling, and before the break, I'm gonna go plug in a little grill, heat it up. I'll be right back. I was thinking it could use a speed up. Andromeda has a speed up the credits feature that doesn't skip any music. That is a good idea. Credit where credit's due. That's a good idea. Ooh, man. I am... You don't know why I'm sweating. Polish voice actors. And slightly different spellings of names. Yorwith, Civic. Hey Rex, we're gonna keep playing games today. We're switching over to Horizon though. Hi. Hello, Dallas. No sexy men left. Oh, Geralt will be there when we get back to him. And we get a sexy redhead next. Rex, you better. You had better. Dallas, you're drunk? I'm jealous. If I'd had anything in the house, if I'd had any vodka in the house, I would have joined Letho in a toast. The only thing I have in the house is some scotch, and I don't drink scotch or whiskeys at all. Which is why it remains. It's been in the house for years. One big glass of vodka. Wombat, Dallas reminded you still have some wine. Jealous. Best reason to do Roach's Path, the very tacky tattoo you can get that carries over to Witcher 3. I remember being asked about that and not knowing what the deal was. I don't think you can. If you go Yorvith's Path, I remember being asked. And it had to be explained to me what the deal was with the tattoo. I didn't know what anyone was talking about. What scotch? I don't know. It's probably Johnny Walker or something. Something a family member bought. My mom probably bought years ago when she was here. And even with repeat visits, she hasn't drunk it. I wasn't gonna drink it. I could go for a vodka tonic or a gin and tonic right now, or just a good beer. Good beer. Rawr. Didn't I read? I think I read something recently about the dominant. One of the major pizza chains is going to start delivering beer. Was that Domino's or Pizza Hut? I wonder if that's legal in Colorado. Grab some beer, Jay. My car's messed up. But I'd have to take a taxi cab to go get some beer. I haven't had a beer in months. Last beer I had was back in November sometime. Men's Room Original Red. It's better than Men's Room Original Yellow. Gives us the crap first. Actually, the vodka and ginger ale sounds good too. I love ginger ale. I could do that. Well, good thing the music's so chill. This is a nice long credit roll. Dieter Brink. Zoltan. Do you just advertise as a hermit, or are you for real? You have no idea, Velis. No, real deal. Real deal. You want to try me on that one? Ugh. No, parts of town grow up around me, and I find out about them years later. Toast to the hermits. Toast. You have water. No, that is true. I don't live in a cave at the top of a mountain. I just have a, in my mind's eye, my home is surrounded by a moat. A great moat. Yeah, fellas, I don't think I'll get into it too much right now, but a large part of streaming on Twitch, deciding to stream on Twitch, was sort of a selfish contract with myself. Try and crawl out of the cave a little bit more, make some connections, and I say selfishly because a lot of my motivation was to seek feedback. Hermits don't get a lot of feedback from the rest of the world. We tend to try our hardest to stay away from the rest of the world. But I needed something a little more, and this is what I chose. I spent a year lurking on Twitch without saying a word to anyone, just lurking. And when I finally started streaming, I made a separate account to do that from, and I guess the rest is history. No Lady of the Lake. Had a few of them here. Tricky thing about asking for feedback is we don't always hear what we want to hear, right? That lobs a damp sword at us. Raspberry wine. Is that what you have, Wombat? Raspberry wine? Chi blackstrap rum. That's serious. E-Star glue wine. Beer. Might have some tequila and gin. Just don't mix them all together. I have been itching to play some Phantom Pain lately too. I don't know how that's gonna appear on the schedule, when or how, but you know, I just it's not this. I'm not craving the story. I'm not craving any of the absurdity. I just itching to play. Want to crawl around and infiltrate and exfiltrate and have everything degrade into a giant firefight that shouldn't have ever happened. I don't know. Been thinking about it. Either I'm going to end up playing a little of it off stream, or we're going to have to put it back on stream soon. Have to play some Phantom Pain. Please make it stop. The third act of this game being unfinished, as you've told me, and that there was supposed to be a fourth act at Dol Blathana Reminded me not so much of Phantom Pain being unfinished, but the way Knights of the Old Republic 2 had a final area that just was nearly barren. Just tell there was supposed to be more there. Lockmuin felt a bit like that. I don't know, we got too much delay. Tell us, I don't know what your what the me question mark was for, but Rex, missing that D-Dog. And D-Walker. Looky. Are we getting near the end? We're up to Brazilian localization. I'd have waited it out anyways, but there is something at the end of the credits, isn't there? Game said something about the rest of the ending. Bolton Payne. Trap when waiting on long credits to finish is letting yourself think that it's almost finished. Don't ever do that. It'll never end. There's indeed a cutscene at the end of the credits. I'm thinking about racing down to throw a burger on the grill and then racing back up before the cutscene. I think I can do it. I think I can. I'll be right back. That's working. Yes. Yes, Thelus, you're drunk. That qualifies. Timer here. Okay. 4-minute timer. Yay, I made it back in time. Thank you, Thelus. The break's gonna be at least 10 minutes. Might be a little longer than that. Hi, Lonnie. I gotta feed the dogs and feed myself. Good news is, my burger will be done sooner. Down, Lonnie, I'll be down. Did you see a dog tail come by? There was a tail. It was hers. She's right there. Did you see a tail? There's the tail. Tip of the tail. There's the tail. Dog tail. Bite. Okay. Did you just see barbecue sauce edition? I missed it. Did you? Did you see that? The doggo. Lifting a husky, even just top half. You've seen me try, some of you. It happens sometimes. Better hope Ellie's not nearby. I was about to poop on my head. Forgot about this scene. He survived being run down by those horses. The world as we know it nears its end. Yet the past remains the key to the future. And that was it. And that was it. Yes, a dark foreboding end. I'm gonna go eat a burger, and we're gonna switch games. We're gonna be playing Horizon when we return. When I return in a few minutes. Let's see if it flips over all on its own or what. Wakey, wakey. Alright, let me see. Where are we at here? Oh, I've got that hooked up. I've got it hooked up for capturing right now. Let me check something here. Cool. All right, so we got that. I'll see you back here in a few. Stay tuned.